Hi everyone, welcome to Unboxing Sitecore 10.1 with me, Jaina Baumgartner, and I'm joined with...
Hi, I'm Kaitlyn Natchez. We're really
We're-
excited to be talking to you guys today.
Yeah, and showcase the new Sitecore 10.1. All right, Kaitlyn, kick us off here. Show us the new Sitecore.
All right, so our old red Sitecore is now, drum roll. All right, and it is blue.
Yeah.
So our interface has changed to blue, and we still have our 4 sections in the Marketing Applications Manager. Most of it's the same. We have the forms now in our marketing applications, and then we have marketing automations. We got some exciting new features there. For content editing, we have the PowerShell tools down here, as well as Horizon if you have Horizon installed. And then in the control panel, we now have this update center.
Yeah, I love the new modern, clean-cut look. But for those of you like me who's used Sitecore for quite a while, it is a little bit hard to get used to and find everything.
I feel like a lot of 10 definitely has a more modern feel.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I will show you guys a combination of what Sitecore has done with Horizon and SXA. So for those of you who are very comfortable within the content editor, experience editor interface, Sitecore has switched it up a little bit. Well, not quite, because you can still use the content editor, experience editor that you may be used to. But I would highly suggest that if you haven't yet, you should start looking at using the Horizon SXA content editing interface, especially with 10.1, because Sitecore has introduced, just a much easier to use interface. So it is a combination of both content editor and experience editor. On the left here, you'll be able to see your Sitecore tree. And I don't have a lot of stuff in here, so it does look a little vanilla. But if you had your entire content tree, you would see it right in here in Horizon. So you could navigate your content tree. You could even create new pages right within the content editor right here. So pretty easy to create a brand new page. We'll call this our during demo page. And with SXA installed, it's super easy now to add components right within the interface. So I can just drag and drop right here my accordion component and point it to an accordion within here and assign it. So right here, I plugged in an accordion right on the fly. So if you had your components built out, it's super easy to drag and drop components right in here. Along with that, Horizon has the ability to publish items now within the interface, and not just items, but all of your sub-items that may be associated with it. And you can see all of your details. If you're within a component itself, like this, you can change, change your text or your page within context. So right here, I'm changing, changing stuff right within here. So let's call this information about Sitecore 10.1, and I can do it right here. And then also you can change the look and feel of the component in here. So I could make it larger if I wanted to, or smaller. And I could go in here and talk about like how it, so right now this component swings open, but I could potentially change how it opens. I don't know what this does, so we'll just have to try it. It feels the same. But anyways, you could sort of maybe bounce open. Might have a different look to it. So reload page. And there we go. It's a little bouncy now instead of the swing action, but you can sort of style your component on the fly within the page. So no longer is Sitecore this difficult to use interface. It's more like the interfaces that you may be used to with other CMSs that are, more of the plug and play CMSs out there. So But it also has the ability to view it with different desktop, with different simulators. You can see what your page would look like on an iPad, on a mobile phone, and you can see the analytics of a page right in here as well. So you could pull up your page insights and analytics. So yeah, and if you really do prefer the content editor view where you're actually filling out a form instead of doing all of this, you know, in context, you can also fill it out this way and add your body classes or your meta tags and all of that information in here, your page keywords, your page description. So, so quite a bit of more ability to play around. And then Sitecore also has the multi-language selector now within Horizon. So Kaitlyn, have you seen the Horizon SXA combo before?
I have not, but this looks like a marketer's dream. I'm sure people that have been using marketers and content marketers using older versions of Sitecore are going to be very happy about this.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Cool. All right. The next piece that I do want to show you guys is the other cool feature within Sitecore 10.1, which is Sitecore AI, which I am super, super excited about. So for that one, I do have to go back into our editing interface of Sitecore. Here we are. So within, let me select my accordion. All right, so now in here, if I go into personalization, Sitecore's done some fun stuff within personalization. You have the ability now to auto-personalize your component. So first I will actually add a new rule. So manual and auto, that's what I'll call this rule. So this will, in this one, I can show you how you can combine the two. So this is if a user completes a goal. So if they log in to our system and they've completed this goal, then so a logged in user may see some auto personalization. So with auto personalization, what you want to do is instead of picking just one accordion like is picked here, we're going to pick an accordion folder. So this is our accordion recommendations folder. And there are 3 accordions in our accordion folder. So it's going to randomly pick one of these 3 accordions. Well, not randomly. The AI is going to pick one of these accordions that best suits the audience segment that's coming to the website. So it's going to be based on whichever audience segment is most likely to engage. And this way we have our auto personalization. And if you wanted to personalize the entire component, so this is personalizing specific rules, but if you wanted to personalize the entire component, you would just click this. And in this case, the auto personalization is enabled for the entire component. So you could either personalize a specific rule or the entire component. And here we have now our auto personalized component. We also have, actually, let me save this. Within Sitecore now, you also have if you go into experience optimization, you're going to see an auto personalization dashboard. My dashboard doesn't have any data, but if you did have your auto personalization running, it would show you your daily interactions and your unique contacts, their engagement, how well your auto personalization, your variants are doing with the engagement value, and what the bounce rate is on each of your auto personalized pages. So you have your dashboard that's set up just for Sitecore AI that you'll get if you were to set up Sitecore AI in here. And that's all I have for Sitecore AI. So on to you, Kaitlyn.
Awesome. So it looks like they're definitely investing a lot in personalization and making it easy for users to personalize. Yep. So another thing we can do is if we look in the control panel, so assigning profile cards to items is a very manual task. And now you can actually set up rules to mass assign profile cards to items. So now we have the marketing definition mapping. So if we go in here, we see our rules and our tags. So if we right click on the rule, insert, and we're going to insert a rule. So we can just call this demo rule. Okay, and then we're going to go in and edit the rule. And so now you could do it based on the hierarchy and where it is, where the item is based on the dependencies, or based on tags. So if you have different items tagged, we can say we want the rule to where specific tags are assigned to the item, and then our action is going to be to assign the profile card. So then whatever the specific tag was, you would click on the tag, add it here. We don't have any tags in here at the moment. And then whatever the profile card was, you'd then again go in and choose the profile card. And you can assign multiple cards, but if you're doing it in a mass rule, you cannot choose the different percent, so it'll equally weigh the cards for that item.
Cool. This is pretty cool because I definitely have clients today where, you know, so Sitecore used to have, or does have, the bulk personalization that you can do via search. But the issue with that is it applies the profile cards. It applies the profile cards to all the content items and overrides what it already has. So this is pretty cool because you're doing it via tagging and you're able to have this rule that's overriding other rules in place. So so great way to make this happen. Thank you.
Yeah,
Kaitlyn.
definitely. It'll be a good feature for marketers to use.
Absolutely. Cool.
So next we'll take a look at the GeoIP personalization rules. So if we want to go into Experience Editor or Content Editor, wherever you want to, I think you can do it in either one. So if we want to personalize this component based on where a user is coming from, the location of their IP address, we can add a rule. And then if we want to edit the rule, we can see now that, actually I can just scroll down. And now we have all of these GeoIP rules. So we can say where the area code is equal to a value, the business name, city. We have all these different rules that we can use to personalize components and what we're showing the user based on where they're located.
And I just want to add that this is available in Sitecore XM, so it's not just for XP users, and geolocation is free in Sitecore, so you just need to contact your rep and get it going with the config entry. So basically it's available to everyone who has Sitecore. There should be no reason now that you can't personalize. And Google Analytics has taken away their GeoIP stuff, so it's harder to tell like what ISP you're coming from in Google Analytics. So it's a great way to get that information within Sitecore Analytics to be able to tell, especially you B2B companies out there, if you want to figure out who's coming to your website, whether your targets are coming to your website, great way to do that now.
Yeah, it's a really great point, Jaina. So the last thing I'm going to show you guys is some of the new templates in the Email Experience Manager. So in the past, there's been very basic templates. You had a 1-column, a 2-column template, and then a newsletter. And with this release, we now have, so if we go to create, could do a regular email or an automated email. So now we have all of these different features or different templates that marketers can use. And this just makes it easier for marketers to take their content and put it in this. They don't have to play around. You know, you can pick whatever kind of layout is going to suit the goal of that email.
Yeah, that's great. And I know so many clients, again, who don't have a basic marketing automation tool. You know, what a great way between EXM and Sitecore Marketing Automation. You have this within your toolbox with Sitecore. So if you don't have anything else working, it's an easy way to get marketing automation started, and the ability to basically, you know, aggregate that with your website. So you're automatically sending data from your website over to Sitecore. If somebody comes to your website, they're filling out a form, just quickly send out an email and thank them for filling out that form. So yeah, that's awesome that it has all these templates now to help you with that journey.
Yes, marketers are going to love this new Sitecore 10.
That's awesome. All right, I am going to show you our very last feature of the day. So we have within Sitecore Forms, Sitecore released Sitecore Forms in 9.1, and I was super excited when they did that, but they keep on enhancing Sitecore Forms as well. All right. All right, so let me just add in a quick single line text field in here. We'll just call this field name, first name, very simple stuff, and have a submit action. But in here, Sitecore has now added the ability to send a simple email. So if you have a very simple lead form, which is probably a lot of your forms, either a simple lead form or a simple contact us form, now you have the ability to, first of all, add validation into your forms. So very easily make this mandatory. And you have the ability to also go in here, add your submit action, and create your simple email submit action that will send your lead or your contact over to your marketing team or your BD team so they're able to act on that lead. So here is our submit action, and what we're going to do is, well, let's call the submit action submit, and we're going to add our very simple email, send email, submit action. That will send an email to Kaitlyn every time somebody fills out a form on our website, on our fake website with no content. All these people clamoring to see our text accordions. Send our email to Kaitlyn. Everyone's going to know your email address, Kaitlyn. We got a lead. I don't know how, but we got one. All right. And you can add in your form fields in here. So in case you wanted to know which lead you got, that's your name field, add it in here. So you can see who you got as your lead. And there's our submit action that'll send an email to Kaitlyn on all leads that come in through our website.
I think that's really awesome, especially marketers putting out so much content today. The ability to easily make that submit action so that someone is following up immediately if that form needs to be followed up immediately.
Absolutely, absolutely. Couldn't do without it. Kaitlyn knows all about it as our RDA champion marketer.
I do.
All right, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed all of our new features with Sitecore 10.1, and I hope you're excited to upgrade or get onto Sitecore 10.1 to start using Sitecore and all the great features that come with it.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us too.
And yeah, Kaitlyn's email address was in that form. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.